All right, greetings and welcome everyone. Greetings and welcome back to VGL. When we last left off, we had just talked to this guy who was in some really serious stuff, and that's our first side quest for Deus Ex Human Revolution that we'll probably be doing at some point. For the next 2 hours of Deus Ex, I'm basically just doing all the side missions in Detroit.
I think that's how I played it as well, because I didn't want to miss out on stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do though with all these side quests. It's great. It's great if you have if you want a game that's got a lot of content. Not so great if you're trying to speed through it. And it probably was, in hindsight, a poor choice to start off with for the VGL channel since it is such a long game. And I'm going to be doing the majority of the side quests. But hey, it's a great game anyway, so it's whatever.
There is one side quest that I totally forgotten about and never did, and it sort of came up later in the game. And so I'm hoping that you'll do that one at some point. But,
is that in the Detroit section, or is that in Hangshaw, or?
I believe it's in Detroit.
Oh, okay. Is that which time when you come to Detroit? Because actually there are different side missions each time you come back to Detroit, all 3 times, I think.
I can't remember, but
okay.
I realized later on that I didn't do that.
Right, well, I am going to try and do all the side quests. I might miss 1 or 2 because a few of them don't actually pop up on your radar as, this is a side mission. It's very out of the way and you've got to actually actively talk to NPCs to get that side quest. So I may miss those. I'll try my best not to, but, no promises. Yeah, right now I'm basically just searching around the area for random things, and also right now I totally messed up and I went the long way around to try and find the stairs so I could get down out. Yeah. So that was silly of me. Yeah.
So the side quest that we just started was the one where the bloke's been stealing the
neuropazine.
Neuropazine is the drug, yes.
Yeah, he's been stealing the neuropazine, been giving away, and some guy comes along and says if he stops, he'll turn him in and all that stuff.
Sandra, you and Megan were together long enough.
Now this is Megan's mum, and yeah,
why not come meet me?
She wants to know what's going on with the whole death of her daughter and all that sort of stuff.
This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
Now, this is the conversation where the most famous line from Deus Ex Human Revolution comes along, and I am definitely going to be picking that option. You'll know exactly what I mean.
I'm sure I know the one.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's the most memorable line from the game, and I don't even really know why, but people like it, I guess.
Imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
I think it's gonna.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
I never asked for this. They say they saved me, but
I was just waiting for that. Oh, it's brilliant. I don't even. Do you know why it became so such a big thing of Deus Ex? Because it's not like Fallout or Skyrim where the people constantly repeat, "I got an arrow on my knee," or patrolling the Mojave Wasteland almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Stuff like that. It's just one line that's never repeated again, and then it's latched on.
I think it's because it's such a sort of broody line, and with Jensen's voice acting in this, even though it is the voice actor's original voice, it's kind of I don't know, it kind of smacks of Neo as well.
Yeah, and I guess also because it is quotable. When someone it is so dramatic that when you put it into when you when your I don't know, your bread falls on the floor or something like that, you can just go, "I never asked for this." That sort of stuff. I guess maybe. Yeah. It's a funny thing that the internet has latched onto.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the internet, I probably wouldn't have paid it second mind. But yeah, there you go. That's the internet for you.
You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse.
Now, I think this is the only side quest that the game actually forces you to initiate. I'm not even sure if it forces you to partake in it. Yeah, no, you can decline it. Okay.
I never got a chance to investigate the
attack. I've never declined it. never declined it, so I totally forgot that you actually could.
This means the
So I
world
just sort of
to
assumed that the game forces you into it, but huh.
First thing I'll need to do is
It's
meet
kind of a
this
part of the
detective
story,
Chase.
like the
It
overarching
is.
story.
It is actually a pretty big part of it, because, you know, it's Megan's death, it's his girlfriend, they build her up, and, you know, when you read all the information that's surrounding it, you realize that something's just a bit off, and that sort of, you know, helps foreshadow later events, and
Maybe he'll tell
yeah, so
you
it's a bit
there was
weird.
something- There was something not quite right about the way those mechanically enhanced mercenaries stormed into the building and killed everyone.
Well,
Something's off there. It's
no, what I mean by
suspicious.
that is that,
All I'm saying, a little bit odd.
well, but Megan Reid's death specifically, because apparently, like, her body was burned so badly, like, the examiners couldn't even recognize her, or, like, could barely recognize her, but apparently it's her, and people who were there said, like, you know, they would testify as being witnesses, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh, that thing? Oh, never heard of it. You know, it's very shady sort of stuff. You know. That's what I mean. Also, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, blocking the door.
Yeah, I want to buy my guns. I want to sell my guns, but thank you.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
That guy's got
And-
quite like a Fallout-y sort of face, doesn't he? Looks like
He
he
does,
belongs in
yeah.
the tunnel snakes.
Yeah, now that you mention it, he sort of does. Never thought about that before, but you got a good point. And
Got a
now
good
I'm
eye for
selling...
faces like young Willem Dafoe in The Office.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, here I am just selling all the random bullshit I picked up in the previous missions and the pre-order DLC incentive thing that I got.
Yeah.
Gotta make that
Wine.
money. Yeah. And, like, look how much money I have, like, right at the start of the game. 16 grand. Like, you normally don't even
16,000
get that
credits.
much. What? No, your credits.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't get that much until, like, way, way later into the game. But yay, DLC. Thanks, Square Enix and Eidos and whoever else made this game.
Be sure
Was it
to
Crystal
tell all your
Dynamics?
friends. Just not the cops.
I
Or is it...
don't know.
No. Crystal Dynamics provided the engine because it runs on a modified version of the Tomb Raider Underworld engine, the Crystal engine, and Eidos Montreal made the game? Something like that.
Oh, that's a shotgun upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sakes. That is the worst when talking to an NPC freezes them in position.
I didn't even talk to that
They
guy.
don't.
Did I?
Oh, you did, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Something
I'm-
about keeping your hands where you can see.
Alright.
There we go.
Yeah, that is
Goodness.
annoying. I hate that. Worst guy in the entire series, easily. I wish I had the jump augment, though, because there's actually, you know those little shelves that were in there? And, like, with the magazines and all that, there's actually a vent that you can jump up, and there's a sniper rifle up on top of the roof, so I could have gotten out of it that way if I had the jump
Well, you
augment,
must
but I
be Adam
don't,
Jensen.
unfortunately.
Nice.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reid told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're
Now, this
really
chat
not
goes on
like
for a
this.
long
try to
section
take
of the
that as
game.
a
There's a lot
compliment.
of dialogue in this game.
She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reid's case and the attack on Seraph
It's actually pretty cool how
what
much
a
dialogue
mess.
there is
Total
in this
pissing
game, though,
match.
because, you know,
We had the feds on our ass.
it's a
orders from
modern
3 different
generation game, and most of the
departments,
games,
and
like,
pressure from so
with a
many
lot of dialogue, they
lobbyists. It
tend
felt
to
like
do it
being the
like
scrawny new kid in the prison
non-voice
shower.
acted, like the Final Fantasies and all that.
Mrs. Reid said you thought
But it's pretty cool.
procedures
I
were
like it.
overlooked.
You got that
How many
right.
voice actors did they employ?
You know how it is.
Um,
Mrs. Reid told me you
Actually, a
used to be cop.
surprisingly large amount.
There's always
I mean,
cases
I
where
say
you see the
surprisingly
lazy
large
officers
because
taking
I'm used to, like,
shortcuts.
Bethesda RPGs where they have
Yeah.
about, like, 2
This is
people.
different.
Two voices,
More
yeah.
stuff got away.
Like, they have the
God.
white young,
People seem way
the
too eager
white
to
person
jump
and the
to
black
conclusions.
person, that's
And
about
every
it. Or
time I
no,
was remotely
then, you know, also females and all
I got
that. But,
turned down by ranking officers.
but yeah, in this, they have, like,
People wanted to
lots of
bury
different
this
voice
thing
actors
fast.
for,
That's
like,
never
the
a good
majority of
sign.
people. I
Surely
think
you
there's
have
only, like,
something more
a handful of
substantial than
repeated
this.
voices.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in.
Yeah.
I got a couple of leads
Surprising.
I have to fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government
Although they
agents just
do
gave me the creeps.
reuse a lot of animations, which is more
Once away
understandable.
from
Like, if you
retirement,
look
I don't
at,
wanna fuck things up.
like,
But you,
we're going to be doing the
You
other
obviously
side
have the means to get
quests
to the bottom
with
of this.
Jenny, and we're going to be
you got?
doing,
First
like,
off,
and we've
there's
also
a
talked
rumor
to
that they
Malik,
wanted to
and
close the
we're going to be talking to, you know,
investigation
other female
team.
characters, and if you look at all their hand gestures, they all
Anything
have
like
the
that
exact
would pass
same
through
animations
Captain
for talking to Jensen, and
There
it's
might be
the
traces
weirdest
of those left
thing.
on his office
Oh,
computer.
Like
yeah.
as
Guess
soon,
I'll have to pay a
like
visit
once
to
I
the local
noticed that they
precinct.
all sort of
No,
just move their hands
there.
back and forth, up and down, and
There was
then
an
they,
officer
you
assigned
know,
to the case,
it's
Chet
just,
Wagner.
I just couldn't stop
He's not
realizing
what you
that
call a quiet
all
boy.
the females did
And when
the
he
exact
suddenly
same
got brought on
motion.
the
It was
case, I got
odd.
suspicious.
Be awesome if you could get them all in a room together.
And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some
Yeah.
of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded.
Yeah, I
from
spent a lot of
his
time in the
conduct,
police
and he
station
takes
as
the
well.
position
There's a
now.
lot to find
He
out
won't
in
budge
there.
easily, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you can find some dirt
And it's
on
also
him on his
really
desktop.
easy to mess up. I
His
think I have
office
to
is on the
knock
third
out
floor.
like one
You
or
might
two
find something
people.
there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing.
And yeah,
please,
I think we're now nearing
bother
the end
coming
of the
back
chat
with
with
the
this guy, because like I said, it does go on
don't
for
get me wrong, I'm
ages.
glad to help. But the less I know
That
about
this is
case,
basically what the
better I'll
next,
feel.
about 2 hours of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Oh no, he's still got more. Oh no,
That's all I
no,
need for
okay.
now.
Yeah, this is basically about what the next 2 hours is, because there's just so many side quests and so much dialogue
Yeah.
that for like the first 90 minutes, it's just talking, and then for like the final 30 minutes, it's just me doing everything in like a quick succession of one another.
That's what happens quite a lot with the Bethesda games with me and stuff like that. Is you'll start for like loads of quests and then you might finish a couple, but you end up starting 2 anyway.
Yeah, that's basically how it is. And also here is because I saved this guy and his wife back at the
What'd you have in mind?
Purity First, from the Purity First terrorists. He's giving me a discount from this new merchant that's around the corner or something like that. So that's pretty cool. The merchant that he's giving me a discount to actually has a few upgrades has a upgrade that I was pretty interested in, and some other neato things. Like he has a silencer and all that, so I'm going to be getting that for my pistol, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. So if you want to save some cash early on, then it's good to save him. Although I've got 16,000 credits because yay pre-order DLC, am I right?
Yeah. Also, going back before to that other gun place, I like how he was like, "Oh, please don't tell the police."
Yeah.
But it's like a 5-minute walk away from one of the largest buildings in Detroit.
That is pretty.
Just out in the open as well. It doesn't even it doesn't have the guise of anything else. It's just one guy with a gun on the door and then the other guy.
That is pretty funny, yeah, because I think it is maybe maybe a single jog away from the nearest police station, and he's just there. He likes to live life on the edge, I suppose. Oh, hacking. There's going to be so much hacking as well. I think I speed up a lot of the hacking later on, because, there just is so much hacking, and there's only so many times you can get really amazed by, capturing different nodes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, your hacking was a lot more effective than mine, though, as far as I recall. I don't think I used to defend nodes much at all.
Yeah, defending nodes is actually surprisingly useful, because you get 2 or 3 seconds back most of the time, and that's a lot of time when it comes to hacking.
Sure.
Although in some of the more difficult ones, it's better just to use the nuke viruses and all that. So yeah, just basically use all that sort of stuff.
I think I finished the game with some left over because I was thinking maybe there's another hacking thing I need to do first.
Oh yeah. Well, there is I hate to go to the very end talk about the very end of the game so soon, but there's actually a hacking section at the very end for the very final boss, where if you hack it, it actually has the original Deus Ex logo that's in it, and that's pretty cool, I thought.
Huh.
Yeah, most of the time I never actually hack, because shooting is so much more effective, but it's pretty cool that you can hack them and sort of stuff. Now I forget if reading all the ebooks gives you XP, or if only some do, but something like that.
I think it's like Bethesda in that case as well. Bethesda's just like level up books, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
The gate code is 0002. Can't help but feel that it used to be 0001 as well.
Yeah,
I think that's the joke in that email, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did somebody just get alerted? Or was
Yeah, there's a drug. This is the guy who was supplying neuropozyne, and this is a guy who basically needs neuropozyne to live, and he's not getting any because there's not enough, and so he's basically come in to get it by force, that sort of stuff. And so this is to show the lack of neuropozyne really does mess people up. The world isn't all peachy clean as Sarif would like you to believe. And now I got my shotgun, so I can finally use that burst round system that I bought. I rarely ever use the shotgun, though, so I don't know why I hold on to it. Yeah, so that pocket secretary, I think it's called. Yeah, that just said was the drug supply that he's normally has doesn't have any, and neither does the Tyndall, I think that's his name. Yeah, so he's basically like, I want it, but you're not giving me any, and it's just that's driving him mad. So, yeah.
Oh, how long did you spend shooting hoops around here, by the way?
Not very long in the recording, but when I played it back on PS3 back in like 2011, I spent ages trying to get it. Oh my god, trying to get like a hoop. Oh, annoying. Jensen is not a basketball player at all.
Also, incidentally, it took me like forever to work out how to get around this bit. Like I didn't notice those barrels were hiding something I could crawl under. I think I got quite frustrated.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, it's very easy to miss those sort of alternate pathways that are at the ground or something like that. Right here, I think. What am I doing? I'm
not sure exactly. That's a guy weeing in the corner.
Oh right, I'm getting lost because the symbol on the minimap is pointing somewhere else, and I'm thinking like, did I miss something? Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're starting a new side quest here as well because there's Jenny right here.
Long time no see. Jensen, my God, it's been a while. Remember?
Now this is actually the first time I've ever done this side quest because on the PS3 I totally missed it, and on when I played through it on PC I also missed it. So yeah, this is my first time going through this side mission. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
This is the sort of stuff that I mean by like, I will be missing some side quests, because, I missed this one on my first time through, so there's probably a good chance I'll be missing some other ones later on.
I'm undercover, keeping tabs on derelict row-ballers.
I do like Jenny, though. She's a nice character.
Why do I get the sudden feeling you're about to include me into that something big?
Because you're clever. That and the fact that, well, it's pretty obvious.
Also, check out her hand motions. They are exactly the same as Malik's.
This case I'm on.
Once I noticed that, I could never stop, and I apologize for pointing it out to you because maybe you'll never stop noticing it as well. But
elusive motherfucker.
Well, I mean, it has ruined the entire game, but I mean, hey, we get some trivia, so I guess it's all worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't seem to pin anything on him. I swear he's got friends in high places.
Okay, and where do I fit in all this?
You're an outsider. You can go places we legally can't.
Now, I always found that a bit weird that, she's asking me to go do some illegal activities.
Go undercover.
Yeah, like, we can't break the law, but you can.
Yeah, we can't break it, but we can certainly ask other people to break it for us, because, that's so much better. And, because it's not like you have to abide by the same laws we do. Oh, wait, yes, you do, so what the hell?
I'm in.
All right, then, let's get to work. Like I said, I've got a couple of very promising leads, but O'Malley's got friends among the powers that be. I wouldn't be able to get my hands on a warrant, even if I had footage of the perp confessing in real time as he's finger-painting his motive on the wall in the victim's blood. So I guess we're gonna have to break a few rules.
Oh, now you're gonna break a few rules when it comes to me, but not you.
But we have to be careful.
I thought for a second that the subtitle there was Jensen saying, "Don't look away, baby." I thought it was like slightly out of character.
You know me, I usually
don't look away, baby.
Only this time, the bad guy's a friend of the publisher.
Okay. What's this about getting into
I can imagine that would probably be a bit confusing for people who hearing impaired, because they think Jenny's still talking, and they're just like, Jenny saying "Don't look away, baby," or Jensen saying "Don't look away, baby."
Weapons to a criminal anti-dog gang. Not a pretty picture.
Kind of have an idea in my head of Jensen doing karaoke now.
What
don't know
song
where
was
All
that?
by
exactly
myself
these
is
caches
coming into my head.
I
Yeah.
know there's a bonus for you if you manage to sneak in and out.
Nice.
without
Well,
being
hopefully he
Easier
has
to handle
the
on my side.
karaoke augmentation first.
What about the undercover?
Oh yeah,
assignment?
that's true.
Posing as a hitman.
He
O'Malley's
has like a little
crafty,
compartment
and
that
even a bit
pops out like a
paranoid.
little
He's always
karaoke
using
bar machine
proxies,
thing.
scapegoats, and red
He's like,
flags
Comes out of
off
his
his
chest.
ass.
Jackie
But after months
Chan
of schmoozing,
in
we finally
Tuxedo,
got through
the
with
film
one
The
of his
Tuxedo,
guys.
where it's
Turned him into
a
a mole.
fancy tuxedo that
He
allows him to
provides
do
us
kung
with
fu fighting, and it
information
makes him sing like James
Brown.
Brown.
It's gonna be my way in.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yesterday,
Oh, I
another one of
at the same time
O'Malley's
as
guys
Jenny.
whacked someone, a drug dealer. There's a witness, but we don't have any details.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of
O'Malley does, and
dialogue
he
in
wants
this
someone to take care
these
of the
early
mess.
parts.
The usual guy just got busted for possession, so the contact will send you in to pose as his replacement. O'Malley will be waiting for you in an alley next to the police station.
And you want me to milk him to get the info on the witness?
Yeah, I find it a
haven't
bit
lost your
weird
attention,
that
Jason.
O'Malley,
We think O'Malley
you
will
know,
ask
this
you to retrieve the murder weapon,
this
use it
very
to kill a
bad
witness,
guy
and then
who's
plant
a
it on
criminal
scapegoat he can arrest
is
later.
right outside the
What you
police
need to do is
station.
get that weapon.
What is it with the criminals in this place
And what
being
about the
stationed
witness?
very
We're
close to the
almost
police
positive
station?
he's a member of the MC.
The writers
Once you
obviously
know the
like
location,
considered this at some
you'll
point,
need to
and they
get
thought,
there, take care of
should
any
we change the
opposition,
city
and
planning, or
pack
shall we
up the
just
retrieval.
make Detroit out to be this
Well,
place?
You know,
Well,
he's a gangster.
make out
Detroit
Detroit to be a place
He's
where the
not gonna
cops
turn
are
into
so
peace
rubbish they
with
can't
him,
get
but we
the
need him alive.
criminals that are right next door to
So I
them.
guess
Actually, I
you're
think
gonna
that's
have to
fairly
play this
accurate.
one macho and
Well,
knock it
maybe.
out.
Well,
One
the
of our
idea
guys
is
will
that he's
then
got
just
contacts
happen
in
to
the
stumble
police force
upon it.
anyway,
You
so
know,
he can't
yeah.
get arrested.
serendipity.
So I guess he's just
Yeah, I
flaunting
guess.
that.
So
I
what
guess
am I
that's
looking for
yeah,
in
that's a
O'Malley's
good point.
apartment?
Information.
The gun
drugs,
guy's just crazy
weapons,
though.
Basically, anything you think you can use
I mean,
to
I'm
help
just
fund
getting the
case
picture of like a bunch of cops
The more
who
you
want to
get, the better.
catch O'Malley,
Okay,
and just
let's
looking
do
out
this.
their blinds and
can
seeing
contact
O'Malley
me
just
on my
outside. They're like,
info if
oh,
anything
we
comes
really
up."
can't under arrest this guy for
Oh,
anything.
and
He's
Jensen, one
right
last
out
thing.
there.
To protect my cover, it'd be better if you only contact me again once you've taken care of everything.
And now there's a shit ton of blue X's on the map or on the
Yes.
screen.
I
There's a
don't think
lot.
I've ever had this many concurrent side quests. Like I've done, I think all of the ones that you started, but I don't think I did them all at once. I think I finished some and then found some more.
Yeah, yeah.
Adam, you got that neural hub yet?
You're asking me to pull off a heist, boss, inside a police station. It's gonna take time.
Right. Well, if you can't talk your way past the lobby, there's got to be another entrance outside, in back or on the roof. Save the frontal assault as a last resort.
I do like the police station boss fight, the police station conversation boss fight though. That's a really strong one. The one with Jensen's
yeah.
old friend.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. It's either one of my favorites or the favorite boss fight in this game. My favorite boss fight in this game.
Yeah, I can't remember the details, but I remember how I felt about it.
The conversation boss fights in this game are much better than the actual gun boss fights.
That's
I
true
wish.
enough.
I wish
Oh,
like.
Raven.
Well, I did that on purpose because there's no way I was going to be able to, place boxes alongside that. So I was just like, fuck it, throw it along.
I
don't
thought
have-
the idea was to have two boxes, and then...
There was only one there, so I couldn't place another one behind me or anything. So just.
Well, I was gonna... I'm sure I spent ages trying to do that one, and then, like, I think I spent ages searching for another box, but I didn't have one, so yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, that's the end of the part.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next one.